always wanted to get behind the wheel of a Tesla? Well, from high gas prices to wear and tear on your car, you might be considering renting an EV for your summer travel plans. Here at Resla, you're guaranteed a Tesla.
What's good, people? What's good? See y'all already. Some people are already getting in the building. I know some people are wondering what's going on. They're like, yo, are you really on it this time? I know, kind of flashed it, kind of came on really quick. And partly it's because you guys are not getting the notifications yet. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Thing that I want to go through today is, at least tonight, as we go through a couple of things, is number one, the interview that's been taking place throughout this way. I think we're finally closing out the idea of how we're looking at EDP445. And Chris Hansen has actually released his uncensored, which I don't really know him for doing things that are uncensored, to be honest with you, but he's releasing his uncensored interview with EDP. So I think as we go through some of that, we're going to review it. We're going to take a look, see if there's anything different from what we saw from the actual documentary. And then we'll leave it up to thoughts. How's that sound? How does that sound? As they like to say, without further ado, let's not burn too much time. Let's take a look at what's going on with EDP445. Of course, I'm always getting text because I'm a very busy person. Oh, that's what's up. Okay, cool. Didn't know that. And yeah, so let's get a look at it. So this is Chris Hansen confronts EDP445. Full exclusive interview. What's good, OG Do Dirty? Oh, check this out, chat. What's good, OG Do Dirty? He says, hit the like. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. All right. Let's have a quick look at this.
Last week on Have a Seat, we spoke with Mike Klum, the director and filmmaker who put together a documentary called The Sick Mind of EDP445. Incredibly well done. Well, on this episode of Have a Seat with Chris Hansen, you are going to see my entire interview with Ryan Moreland, EDP445, that I conducted a while back for Mike Klum's documentary. Hold on. You're in for a ride. Who is EDP445?
He is a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan that is kind of obsessed with the team. He loves to have fun. He loves to be wild. He loves to enjoy himself and have a good time, and at the same time making sure that his friends and family are taken care of.
Is he a predator?
No.
No.
What
does EDP445?
What? EDP445 is not a predator?
Wait, what?
We're already starting off really weird in this particular. He's not a predator. Keep in mind, he's talking to Brian, his legal government name, by the way. And when he's talking about who is his persona, EDP445, he's just right out the gate. He's not a predator. He's a family guy, but he's not a predator. Oh, okay. All right. Maybe Chris got something I don't know about.
What does it stand for?
Stands for Eat That Pussy 445.
And who came up with that?
I did. I remember, I think it was like back in 2000. What was it? Like 2010, 2011. I was sitting back at the computer desk. I was actually watching porn, to be honest with you, and I wanted to just make like I wanted to make a YouTube channel, but I wasn't really sure what to call it, you know. And I chose that name, and I just closed my eyes and I just typed random numbers upon the keyboard. and it was actually 6 numbers, but I just narrowed it down to 3, and 445 was what was left.
EDP445.
Yeah, there.
Who is Alex Rosen?
Alex Rosen, I'm guessing, is a guy that decided to, he's on his vigilante quest to go out and try to catch predators, but in my honest opinion, in a very unprofessional way.
How did he first come into contact with you?
I first came into contact with him during the whole, what was it? The whole setup sting operation. Yeah, sting operation in Bakersfield over there on Mount Vernon. I parked at the Rite Aid across the street. I mean, you've seen the video, right? Yeah. Parked at the Rite Aid across the street, walked over. There's like apartments that go up in like a slope, kind of, you know what I mean? Parked right here, walked over, and as I was walking up, he must have been hiding, I'm guessing, by the wall where the Jack in the Box was. You know, I didn't see him, obviously. Came up from behind and...
Oh yeah, No Chaser. Oh yeah, you know we have to conclude this. You know we have to do this, No Chaser. There's no getting around it. We gotta finish it, my guy. Salute to you as well. Salute to you as well. We know we gotta finish it out. Come on.
That's the first time I ever met him.
Why did you show up that day? Why did you go to that location? What did you think was going to happen?
I showed up to that location that day, trying to, obviously meet up with an underage girl. You know what I mean? And,
he admits it. I
guess you can say, I don't know, trying to have sex. I don't know.
Wait, what?
You guess you can say how many years you was off these internet streets? You was out there fending in the woods and in the bushes, trying to do everything to survive. You scraped your knees. You was bleeding from these trees. You was strung up by the Yggdrasil tree. You was bleeding out. That's why you're on your dialysis. What do you mean you suppose trying to get some cheeks from a minor? What exactly do you mean by you suppose? You got amnesia now? It's been like what, 3-5 years, something like that? What? How you don't know? Come on now, stop it. Hey, Chris, get on that ass already.
I mean, whatever.
You trying to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
For the most part, yep.
That's a crime.
Of course.
Why did you do it?
Of course.
Well, see, the thing is, right, a lot of people have to, and again, I'm not justifying it, I'm just trying
Well, you shouldn't justify it because it's not justifiable. It's a crime.
Right. You know, at the same time, I'm trying to...
It's predatory.
Right, I understand. And I'm trying to get people to understand, you know, where I was in that state of mind at that time. You know what I mean? The thing is with YouTube, right, and it all kind of goes back to whatever. The thing is with YouTube is that, you know, being that popular and having that much money and having that much of a following and stuff, you know, the power kind of gets to your head. You know what I mean? You kind of get the big head a little bit. You know what I mean? You kind of have this whole sensation, you know, and this whole tendency of, you know, you think that you can't be touched. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much why I showed up. You know what I mean? Very lonely. Didn't really have anybody to interact with, you know what I mean? So,
but there's
no, he's not wrong. Listen, he's not wrong, Resto. I might need to increase the font on that. He's not wrong though, Resto, just to be honest with you. When he says, like, as a big YouTuber, he feels as though he could do whatever he wants because he's getting that popularity, that notoriety, right? We have small YouTubers, myself included, who because of them getting a little bit of popularity, they already feel like they can take on shit themselves as well. So he's not too far off. And the motherfucker almost had 4 million subscribers. Like, I can't imagine having 50 like 50K, and this motherfucker had almost 4 million. So it's something to think about. Oh, listen, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Resto came in here with the 4. Oh, I know it. It's something I got to work on in my program now. But Resto came in here with the 4. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it for sure. I need to work on my program so I can make sure I can get those posted up as well. He gave me what he came. Sorry, he came in with the $5. He said setup. By the way, the Alex Rosen shit set up. The Gideon set up. I got a question when he did this interview. Now that you say setup, is this interview with Chris Hansen also a setup? Because I think EDP's doing content, but I digress.
Being lonely and preying upon a 13-year-old girl.
I'm gonna have to check.
Right.
Being lonely is finding somebody who is of legal age, whether it requires you spending money or whatever it requires to be with and to do what you need to do.
He said, read the whole thing. W stream set up, by the way. You mean my setup or the setup was happening with Chris Hansen? Because you said W stream setup, by the way. Are you referring to me? I got a lot of work to do. So to me, this is not what I really envisioned quite yet. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it nonetheless. Nonetheless, I do appreciate it. My setup. I appreciate it. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, man. To me, I've gotten so used to it because I'm doing so much. But I do appreciate that the good work is being acknowledged. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Being lonely is finding somebody who is of legal age, whether it requires you spending money or whatever it requires to be with and to do what you need to do to not be lonely. This is a sexually charged conversation with someone who told you she was 13.
Right.
Sophie. Who reached out to whom first?
She did.
She reached out to you.
Or Alex Rosen or whoever it was.
Alex Rosen posed as a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
I just found your YouTube channel. Why are you so funny?
So funny.
You say, because I keep it real on those faggots. That's why. I'm 13. I don't know if I told you. Yeah, you told me. We're just chatting. We cool. That makes up you and about 99% of my no pussy getting faggot fan base.
God damn.
Bet. So she makes it clear,
Right.
or Alex Rosen posing as this girl makes it clear that she's 13.
Right.
And the conversation gets sexual,
Right.
graphically sexual. There's grooming.
I was just thinking, Resta, I was just thinking that. Did he just hit the F slur? Like, really? Like, because Chris Hansen is very, like, by the book. He doesn't try to do things to ruin his channel. Or he's come from, like, mainstream. So he's not doing shit that's gonna rock the boat. Maybe he's letting his hair down, because he on YouTube now. But yeah, maybe he's willing to go say, you know what? He can also say this, Resto. It is legal. He can say the slur because the slur, he's quoting someone. He's not saying the slur. He's quoting a slur. So that's what he's getting away with. Like, he's absolutely correct. You got to do this in law as well. So yeah, he's not saying, it's not like he called the motherfucker a goddamn F. He's quoting what someone else said. So therefore, it's all fair game. What timeline are we in? I mean, we're still in the 616, baby. Like, it is what it is. We're in the main timeline. We're in the main motherfucking timeline. So that's where we're at.
Right.
You seem so shy and nervous, you say. Yeah, haha, I was nervous. My hands were sweaty. There's no need to be nervous. Just be yourself.
I think I'm wiping his lips.
Sophie says, you're a YouTuber. I watched and I got to talk to you. It made me nervous. Oh, that's so adorable. Remember, I'm just normal. What are you thinking at that point? What's going on in your head when you're having that discussion at that stage of the chat?
And it's been almost 4 years ago, dude. I'm still like,
But we're not talking about a...
You lie. This man was reading your transcript and you was licking your lips, wiping your face, and now you was like, man, yo, nigga, it's been 4 years. Like, I don't remember shit. It's been 4 years. We just saw you. You was just licking your lips. You was remembering.
You seem so shy and nervous, you say. Yeah, haha, I was nervous. My hands were sweaty. There's no need to be nervous. Just be yourself.
Hey, yo, that's crazy, yo. What's good? What's good, Stackbox? Stackbox in the building. What's good, fam? You just walked like you were recounting. You're in your head right now. I don't know what's up with the bracelet though. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on with that bracelet. But you're literally thinking about it as he's reading the fucking transcript. You don't remember? It was 4 years ago. You don't remember, my guy? Wiping your lips, licking your lips, by the way. Like you LL Cool J, you got the fucking stud in your ear, nigga. Is that what we doing? Oh.
Sophie says, you're a YouTuber. I watch and I got to talk to you. It made me nervous. Oh, that's so adorable. Remember, I'm just normal. What are you thinking at that point? What's going on in your head when you're having that discussion at that stage of the chat?
I mean, it's been almost 4 years ago, dude. I'm still like,
But we're not talking about a passing conversation with someone whose age you didn't know. This was someone who made it very clear that she was 13. And how old were you at the time? 30?
29, 30, somewhere around there, yeah.
Nigga, you was 30.
She says, I'm always cold. Oh, poor thing. Wish I could hug you, warm you up. When and where, she says. Hopefully soon. I just don't want to come off as weird. It comes off as pretty weird to me. Do you regret any of this?
Of course. Of course I do.
With a straight face.
And, obviously there's been people out there that say that, oh, he has no remorse or no regret. Listen, man, they're entitled to their own opinion. Trust me, I get it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you can't sit back and say like, I don't have any regrets or no remorse. It's like, you don't even like.
Nigga, we can. We saw the documentary. We can. You had a smile on your face and you even tried to disavow the fucking whole transcripts. What Resto said? Resto said, yo, share this out, y'all. I feel like Resto gonna turn up. Oh my God. We'll have to see if that actually happens.
They're not in my head. They don't know what I'm going through 24/7 for them to even make that type of statement. You know what I mean? So
you blocked her.
Let me go back real quick. To put that up there, Tommy, he wouldn't even do the whole interview with Gideon when it came to it. He said unless he was getting some bread. So if this motherfucker gonna sit down in front of Chris motherfucking Hansen, you better believe whether it was Mike Klum, because Mike Klum flew them out, by the way. He flew out EDP from what I remember in a Mike Klum interview with Chris Hansen. Mike flew him out to some makeshift stage to do the actual documentary. So that means EDP got paid. So if you think he's going to sit in front of Chris Hansen, or as motherfuckers say, Chris Handsome, for you Boondocks fans, you know he got paid. You know he got motherfucking paid. You know he got paid. You think he put himself up there on the cross with the main motherfucker who crucifixed people for free? Come on, man.
Of course, it's like you don't even like, they're not in my head. They don't know what I'm going through 24/7 for them to even make that type of statement. You know what I mean? So
you blocked her at some point,
right?
What was behind that?
I knew that it was wrong. It was highly illegal, and
still did it.
I knew that it was the right thing to do at the time. And then I unblocked her, obviously.
Why did you unblock her? Had you just blocked her and been done with it and done the right thing, then we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation today. You would still likely have a YouTube channel making a lot of money and not the scourge of the internet for being a predator.
That channel would be gone, but still, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Why didn't you just keep her blocked? Why did you open the door again to let her in?
Like I mentioned before, just being lonely, not really having anybody to confide in, to communicate with, you know what I mean?
Why didn't you buy no hoes?
Not really having any hobbies around the house, you know what I mean? So, and pretty much my life at the time was like, let me see, wake up, do cameos, different shout out videos, stuff like that.
Nobody your age you could have hung out with.
No.
No way.
Come on, my guy. You had almost 4 million. You was like 3.8. Almost 4 mil. Keep in mind, this is back in the days, early, what was like 2020, 2021. YouTube didn't even really branch out, I believe, at the time, to really start doing sponsorships. Like, I think people don't realize that. Like, when they talk about like YouTubers making money, whatever, like sponsorships, like it just started happening that people was really getting bread. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Resto. 2018. Like, people weren't really giving out money like that in terms of like ad revenue. Sponsorships, you had to get a sponsor. Sponsorships was a thing that still happened. But ad revenue, like for people who wanted that as well, that was still rather new, to be honest with you.
Women your age, you could date.
Wait. Tommy, you said what? Tommy said he hung out with Philip, Erica. I'm not really sure who are all those people. Sorry, I didn't even know. I know people even in my personal life that have those names. So I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about. I don't like, as much as I know about EDP, which is I don't know that deep of lore. So you have other content creators that you know about that I don't know about. Just keeping it a buck. Mama, you turn around and say he was lonely and sexually frustrated. Well, first of all, he been sexually frustrated. But the fact that he says he couldn't get no box, he had subscribers, he had notoriety. He could have walked into a business and said, he could have ate food and said, damn, you know what? I forgot my wallet. And motherfuckers would be like, you know what? You do a stream saying how you ate at our restaurant, shit is great. It'll pay for itself. Like, he had the notoriety. He said he was doing cameos on a regular basis. He was doing cameos, mama. So there's no reason why he couldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff. And then, of course, when you have like YouTube ads and sponsorships, which, as much as he was a diehard Eagles fan, could you imagine if he did a sponsorship in which he got the Eagles? Like, he did commercials, or maybe he was in a Super Bowl or something like that. I'm playing weird shit, but like, he could have absolutely had a lot. Yo, let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you something I've heard from multiple creators. And by the way, one of them is in this chat. But I heard this from multiple creators. When you hit like 1K subs, women come out the woodwork and start showing you all kind of pictures, all kind of yitties, and start promising you shit, and it's crazy. This man had multiple thousands. He had 3.4 to 8 million. He had money coming in. He bought himself a house early in his years. He bought himself his own dream, whatever at the time, his Acura dream car, whatever. You gonna tell me he couldn't pay for the box? He could have paid for some, even if he wasn't the most attractive thing, he could have paid for some sports baddie. He could have paid for anybody he pretty much wanted. If he wanted to be the one to throw up the bread, he could have done that. But he still chose someone who basically didn't even have any real agency over themselves. That's my thought process right now. But Resto said himself, 1K sub will get you news. So can't imagine a goddamn million. That's the point. You were popular beyond belief.
Different, like, shout out videos, stuff like that.
Nobody your age you could have hung out with.
No.
Nobody your age you couldn't pay. He's gonna say no.
Women your age you could date. You had to pick on a 13-year-old girl.
Pretty much, yeah.
You laugh at this.
Well, I mean, I know where you're trying to go at this. And
I know where I'm going with it because it's wrong.
Right, I know.
It's illegal. Had Alex Rosen not botched this,
he still has
you
it.
might be in prison right now.
Thank God he didn't.
Well, you could look at it two ways. Maybe prison is where you belong because of this.
If it was where I belong, I'd be in shackles right now. So, and that's not me. Like, that's not me upon like being nonchalant about it.
No, they can brag about it.
It's true. See, the thing is with me, it's like I've been, I've had like 3.5 coming up on 4 years to deal with this. You know what I mean? Back and forth conversations, had enough time to think about it and whatever. Mama,
you got it all wrong. There are women that would have judged judge them? Why would they care? You don't think that there are gamblers, high stake rollers, whales? You don't think that there's motherfucker? By the way, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be I'm about to demonetize this stream already. Mama, do you think that there are not people who will sit there and have a chick give him fellatio while she got tears running down her cheeks, and not because she's choking, but because she's crying at what she has to do? Even chicks his age would have judged him, but they probably would have done it for the goddamn money that he possessed. So don't act like all of a sudden the morals take over everybody's, because everybody got bills to pay. Everybody's got something they got to take care of. Like, I hate to say it, but that is the absolute truth. Because if everybody had such strong fucking morals, then nobody would be out there selling the box. If they were that big of whores, they would just be doing it for free. So I'm happy that you say, sure they would, which means that he had the funds to be able to pay for it. He could have paid for it. He could have gone down to, with the kind of money that he was making on YouTube, he could have literally gone down to a casino, get it, whatever little hostess, whatever little, damn, that lets you know how I don't fucking gamble. He could have paid for someone who does cards. He could have done all that shit. He could have paid for somebody. He could have paid a tavern wench. He could have paid whoever he wanted, whether it's a hand job or a blowy blow. And who knows, it might have been the most nastiest, sweaty blowy blow given his size. What? He would have had the money to say, bitch, he's a clothespin. I still need you to give me that shit. He had the money. He had the popularity. He had the notoriety. He had it all. He had it all. And still he chose someone who could not have agency over themselves. That's the point that I'm saying. No, he didn't need an outside job. He was young. He was around 30, 28, 29, 30. He did YouTube. He blew the fuck up at like 28, 29, 30. He was good. He was good. He already hit the lotto in terms of popularity, in terms of money. He said, I got all this money, I got this house, and I got no hoes. So I get it when you say like his brain wasn't gonna let his ego go, but that's the problem. That's what that's how it got all into this whole thing, this whole problem, how he's even sitting here in front of Chris Hansen. His brain. Because keep in mind, who remembers the documentary? At some point, and I hate to say it, I'm gonna say it this way. I can't remember the girl's name. If it was Meryl, Mary, something with an M. But he had himself like a nice little hefty heifer. And she was not giving him no fucking ass. And let's be honest, one of the reasons that she was giving this nigga no ass is because at the time when he met her, mama, he was broke. Working 2 jobs, going to dialysis. He was on a limited clock. He was broke. He was broke. He was knocking on heaven's door or the devil's door. He was on a time clock. I guarantee you, if EDP was a big time content creator, probably would have been at 5 mil by the time we know that he did some shit like this. And that hefty heifer would have went to him. Yes, I'm calling you a hefty heifer. If that hefty heifer would have found him then, you don't think she would have gave up the box, huh? She would have gave up the box. She would have gave him head. She would have gave up She would have given him a booty hole. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She would have gave it all up for the kind of bread that he had. If we're talking about from 2018 to the change of how we're looking at him in 2026 to when he got caught in 2023, that was only 3 years ago. People were already getting multi-millions in 2021, mama. 2021, people were becoming multi-millionaires on social media. He got clipped in 2023. It is now 2026. You're gonna tell me he couldn't have paid for the box, even if he said, I just want her for her money. I just want her for her mind and for her soul. I want her to love me for me. You don't think until he found the chick that want to love him for him that he couldn't have paid for it? Honestly, he had enough money to put himself in good enough shape that he wouldn't have to worry about fighting the fact that some heifer wouldn't even want to be with him. Like, but I digress. I'm just trying to make my point. I'm saying he had enough money to change his life. And he didn't want to change his life. He wanted to do what we have a problem with when we hear a lot of the chicks say, love me for me, take me as I am. He did the take me as I am scenario. That's what he did.
I mean, my thing is this, man, and I don't want to come off as like, I don't give a damn about it. It's this or it's that. Like, my entire thing about it is like, I've moved on and I've tried to like,
moved on.
I'm doing what I have to do. I'm not going to sit back and dwell on something that's like,
But there are people who think you should have gone to prison for this.
Right. I understand it.
You see why they would think that.
I understand. Totally.
You admit in the conversation with this Sophie, I can't do this. Honestly, we can be friends and be cool. I can't do this shit. This is something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. I hope you aren't upset or angry by this. At this point, you seem to be seriously concerned about having sex with this girl who told you that she's a virgin.
Right.
If you had walked away at this point, none of this goes down.
Right.
What made you come back?
I've already mentioned it, man. Loneliness. You know what I mean? Not, not getting out the house, not really, again, it all goes back to the whole,
he didn't get out the house.
And not necessarily saying like people, like you see this all the time or whatever. It's like, people have a tendency of doing this, I feel like, because they are, I guess you can say they're curious. You know what I mean?
No, he does not have the pass. He doesn't have the pass. He does not have the pass. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yo, fuck you for that one. Like, he does not have the pass, sir. That is crazy. That was crazy for me to even see that. That was funny.
They enjoy the innocence and having control of somebody.
Sounds like that's what you wanted to do.
Right.
When you hear the word predator, you probably think of the
got
criminals
an
I've
ad.
spent my career exposing.
Skip
But
the ad.
today's predators don't always come knocking at your door, and they don't
You
need to
got the ad
break
money.
in to steal from you. It's called title fraud. Realize when you're an expert on
stealing your
code
houses.
title, you can make code
You don't
Hansen.
skip that.
You say is the link below. So
What's
what
good,
else
Lep
do you
Lep?
like? She asks. You say as far as sex goes, sure. Well, of course, oral. And I also like role play. That's basically where you dress up and pretend to be someone else, or you pretend to be daddy's little girl. But all that stuff is further down the road. Can't wait to kiss you. You're making me feel all types of ways, she says. Tell me how you feel. Just let it out and be honest. Or should I come kiss and hold your hand and force it out of you? Just keep kissing you and nibbling on you until you say it. And I know the perfect stop, too. I'll nibble on your ear. Trust me, that's most girls' weak spots. She's 30.
Can I ask you guys? You guys. I don't want you women to answer. I don't want you women to answer yet. Guys. This man has had no action. Motherfucker said he has sex once. We still never learned who he actually has sex from. And when that nigga say he had sex all the time, he said it was him beating his meat. And the only time we can actually think that he might have had sex, as No Chaser said, was that blow up doll. Oh, no, sorry, I'm wrong. Because he did say he did have sex one time and that shit was like a goddamn Brillo pad. A Brillo pad? Like how coarse was the hairs that she had on her? That was crazy. I mean, I can tell you, I've screwed some hairy bush down chicks, but a Brillo pad was wild. It means like he already had a problem when it came to women in general, specifically. But ladies, let's go back to what he said. All right,
Just keep kissing you and nibbling on you until you say it. And I know the perfect stop, too. I'll nibble on your ear, trust me.
how many of you ladies turn around and say? How many of you ladies will turn around and say, "Well, EDP, he at least knew the spot, you know, like he knew the weak spot was at the ears." How many of y'all are as they say, getting wet behind the ears? How many of y'all doing that? How many of you ladies are wet behind the ears? And guys, how many of you guys have been told? How many of you guys have been told that the weak spot for ladies were behind the motherfucking ears? That's not the lessons I got told by any OG. But maybe you guys were told something differently. No chaser, you said, "Oh, hell nah." You said hell nah. Resla said, "Hey yo." Lep said no. She said no. So you found out as an accident? Okay. You know, I'm just wondering, because behind it, you know what? For all I know, behind the ears thing might be something special for some of you ladies. I don't know. I just needed to know, and if the guys got the same game. I just need to know if we all had the same game. If not, it's all cool. I just want to know, as a guy who had no other sexual experience with any other woman, didn't say the age of the woman that he did actually have sex experience with, and then said that when he did sleep with that one woman, that it was like a Brillo pad, that you're sitting here trying to talk to a 13-year-old and trying to say that the weak spot behind a woman's ear, being very fucking general, is behind her ears or on her ears or whatever. Because I found a lot of spots when it comes to me personally being with women. And by the way, women, ladies, I'm not gonna tell you to tell your spots. Don't tell your spots. And guys, you don't have to also say the spots that you found when it comes to women. We're gonna leave it very anonymous. This is not a sex stream. I understand we're dealing with pedophiles in here, you know, but we're not talking about. This is not a seduction stream. Maybe in the future we may have to do a seduction stream, but you know me, I don't really like to dive into D&P content. So let's relax. I know some of y'all thinking, I know my spot, and I know some of the guys like, yeah, I know some spots I got some chicks, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what we're doing here right now. Calm down. We're here looking at the EDP Chris Hansen uncensored interview. We're not going down the qualms and the rabbit holes of your sex life. So let's bring it in. For those of you who might be getting a little bit moist, ladies, pat it up. And for those guys who might be getting a little bit hard, soften up. Like, that's not what we're here for. All right, just want to make sure I let everybody know you're doing a little too much.
I mean, that's most girls' weak spots. She's 13. And you're grooming her. You acknowledge it's wrong. You block her. You seem to have a conscience for a little bit.
Right.
Why didn't you just keep her?
Panaverse. I like the new avatar. I like it. It's a little bit mysterious, but it kind of reminds me of like Mario Party as well. I like it.
Blocked.
You know, I mean, I mean, I don't really know how many times I have to say it, man. It's been like, loneliness, not, I mean, like, I'm not sure what you want me to.
Well, I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand why you didn't leave it when you should have left it. I'm trying to understand what was going on in your mind, why you behaved the way you did, and how someone who had such a successful social media career could have it all blow up for this. And I think a lot of America, a lot of the people who followed you,
Right.
who consumed your content, had the same questions.
Hey, Oresto, you're in here real quick. Quick question that just hit my mind. Sorry, I'm pausing and stuff like that. Quick question that hit my mind. Also, as a content creator, what do you think is going through the mind of EDP when this motherfucker is sitting here going, when I was, because EDP's got like 36, 37, something like that now. He's like, when I was 30, when I was 20, 29, 30, nigga, I had pretty much quadruple the fucking subscribers that you did, nigga. Because Chris Hansen don't have millions. Chris Hansen is known for his catch-up Geppetto thing, and he still don't even have a mil. And this motherfucker sitting back from someone and saying, like, it's crazy. Like, he's sitting back, he's all like, he got hands folded, like, he's like, Chris Hansen. It was like basically 2018, 2001, 2020, 2023. Like, nigga, like, you'll never see the numbers that I saw. Could you imagine that's what's going through EDP's mind? Like, you still just barely over 100K. Like, I can't believe I have to sit in front of you as you talk to me about the numbers that I could have had when you can't make half the numbers I have made. That's why I think he probably don't care as well. Like, nigga, you're not gonna be as tough as I was. I know. I'm starting some fighting shit. I know. There's some fighting words. I'm starting some fighting shit. I'm being messy. My bad.
I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say.
I don't want you to say anything except tell me the truth.
That is the truth. I was lonely as hell. I wasn't really going outside. Really didn't have much of a life outside of YouTube. You know what I mean? Really didn't have much success talking to women, even in high school, even after high school, you know what I mean? Always, always afraid of rejection, you know what I mean? That's not an excuse, not saying that, just trying to get you to understand.
Right. And as you know, I've confronted hundreds of predators.
Right.
Reporting on them.
Right.
And people ask me all the time, why do they do this? Even when some of them know, many of them, most of them know it's wrong. And so I'm posing the question to you, who got caught being a predator.
I think a lot of people more so do it because, if anything, they're more so bored.
Bored.
Yeah, they don't really have anything to do.
Did you ever have sex with someone you met online?
Holy shit. I've been bored. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been bored. I do not think to myself, you know what? I'm so fucking bored. Let me hit up a minor. Like, that just... I have a whole elementary school and I got a whole high school nearby. I walk by for so many different reasons, and I never think... when I'm walking by these elementary schools, this high school, I'm thinking like, fuck, I couldn't get my shit done before school time opened. Because I try to get my shit done before or after school opens. Not because it's some pedo shit, but because the buses are fucking packed, the trains are fucking packed, and kids are just fucking annoying to have to keep walking around. Never have I thought like, nigga, I just need to look at the potential. Yeah, Con. Yeah, shake my fucking head. I'm with you on that one.
Line like this?
No.
You looked down when you said that.
Where else you want me to look? You want me to look up? And nah, I didn't. No, I didn't.
This was the only time that you met somebody who said they were underage online.
Well, I mean, and then there was also Kayla the second time.
Right. We'll talk about that in a minute.
I mean, you said sex.
Facts.
So I said,
Well, but that's what you were headed to meet this 13-year-old girl was for sex, right?
well, yeah, I mean, but meeting up with somebody and having sex are two different things. So,
Oh my God, babe, it's a playful spank, you say. When I spank you, it's supposed to be sexy, LOL. If anything, I just bend you over and kiss your ass. Oh, that's hot, she says. Probably lick at some too. Lick my cheeks?
Never mind.
Yes, well, maybe, but only if you're a good girl. I want to lick something else too. If you keep being mean to me, I'll be forced to punish you, and LOL, and you have to guess. I'm going to get you out of your shy and comfort zone. What are you trying to do here with this?
what do you think I'm trying to do?
Well, it sounds like you're trying to sexually assault a 13-year-old girl.
If that's what it looks like, I guess that's what it is then. I mean,
Handcuff you. Throw you in the back of my car and bring you back to my dungeon, LOL. You talk about climbing through a window.
mm-hmm.
You're so hot and cute and even had me jerking off. Were you masturbating when you were talking to her?
Mm-hmm.
You sent her pictures?
Yeah.
You sent her pictures of your penis? Oh, it'll be okay, baby, I promise. I'll go slow, to the speed of your liking. Whatever you don't want to do, I won't do. But if you enjoy it and want it in all the way,
That
then I
nigga's
shall
still
satisfy
licking.
my princess.
That nigga's still
This is a
licking
13-year-old
his
girl who's never
lips. That nigga is. Chris, stop reading the goddamn transcripts. This nigga will tell you that he don't recall nothing. It's been so long ago. It's been too long since you've been gone. Don't remember the shit I sent you, but I miss you. Come back home. Chris reads your message, and it gives me a little blessing. I'm so alone. I miss you. This nigga is licking his lips when he hears the Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. This nigga is wiping his face and licking his motherfucking lips. When Chris reads the transcript and this nigga's gonna turn around and tell us he don't remember nothing? Nothing. Come on, people. Pay attention.
Masturbating when you were talking to her?
Mm-hmm.
You sent her pictures?
Yeah.
You sent her pictures of your
Mama,
penis?
close your eyes.
Oh, it'll be okay, baby, I promise. I'll go slow, to the speed of your liking. Whatever you don't want to do, I won't do. But if you enjoy it and want it in all the way, then I shall satisfy my princess. This is a 13-year-old girl who's never had sex before. And you are setting up a situation where you would be her first sexual encounter.
Who saw
13
that?
or 20.
Sorry. Who saw that? Who saw that? Am I bugging? I'm listening and you don't remember anything, but you're literally reliving it in real time when Chris is telling you. You're licking that nigga had the freeze frame. Look at this nigga. You don't remember anything, though. It's been 4 years ago, right?
Enjoy it and want it in all the way, then I shall satisfy my princess. This is a 13-year-old girl who's never had sex before.
13.
And you are setting up a situation where you would be her first sexual encounter.
13 or 20. Because there's rumors out there. 13. The decoy was 20. Alex Rose.
No. But in the scenario, you thought you were talking to a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
So let's not bullshit around about that.
Oh yeah, I ain't bullshitting. I got you.
Okay. All right.
Let's go, Chris.
If there was a 13-year-old girl here who was willing to have sex, you would have had sex with her in all likelihood. And that would have been her very first experience, potentially scarring her for the rest of her life.
Sure.
And you're talking about this like it's just something I did because I was lonely.
It is. I mean, what else you want me to like?
Well, I know, but don't you think this
Damn,
stuff's
like-
true? The thought of your pretty, cute, sassy-ass little mouth sucking on me is incredible. Can't wait to see how you suck on it. I want to eat your pussy. How? Basically saying I want to eat your pussy is like basically just sucking on it and licking on it. And then you show up. What do you think would have happened had there been a 13-year-old girl?
Probably would have had sex.
And what do you think that would have done to that 13-year-old girl?
Oh, scarred her.
I'm crying.
Just scarred her? You're that casual about it?
I mean, scarred her, tormented her.
He said he knew he would have scarred her. He went in knowing that he was going to scar her, to torment her, to basically buck break this bitch. Like, he knew what he knew. And at more than, let's be honest, more than 4:45, like, he knew he was about to try to. This nigga is appalling. Like, he's appalling. He's appalling. I need to hear it again. It's just, here we go.
And then you show up. What do you think would have happened had there been a 13-year-old girl?
Probably would have had sex.
And what do you think that would have done to that 13-year-old girl?
Oh, scarred her.
Just scarred her? You're that casual about it?
I mean, scarred her, tormented her, emotionally disturbed, PTSD. It would have been a horrible thing for her.
Do you feel guilty still to this day?
Of course. Of course I do. You know what I mean? I'm not,
But you're treating this like it's some casual thing.
It's been 3.5, 4 years ago. I've moved on. Like, I have a life to live, man. I can't just sit back and dwell on.
The nigga said he's moved on. Ayo OG, the nigga said he moved on. How many of us think that the nigga moved on? Every time, almost every time Chris reads that transcript, the nigga is LL Cool J all of a sudden. That nigga wiping his face, licking his lip. That nigga LL Cool J every time this nigga read the fucking transcripts. Did this nigga say he was over it? Seriously? LL's catching strays, okay? We know that he's the lick lipper, all right? We know this. I know you probably had a nice little dream of him, lep, but it is what it is. We've been saying this in the black community about LL for a long time. Stop it. You stop it. You probably got his lips on goddamn retainer. All right? The nigga does what the nigga does. We all know this. See this bullshit again.
Still to this day?
Of course. Of course I do. You know what I mean? I'm not,
But you're treating this like it's some casual thing.
It's been 3.5, 4 years ago. I've moved on. Like, I have a life to live, man. I can't just sit back and dwell on shit and not move on and not have a life. You know what I mean? Like,
do you remember the moment?
Honestly, I hate to say this. I'm happy that this motherfucker is on dialysis. Not for the reason you think. I know people who have been on dialysis, right? Dialysis takes a lot of time. If this motherfucker had the free time outside of having to go to a dialysis appointment and sit there and have his fucking whole blood cleaned, think of what he would be doing with that free time. There will be a third girl on the list.
In your head when you decided I'm going to go meet her?
yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was sitting up on the couch.
That's what you say, OG.
I called up my friend Philippe, who originally told me don't go. It's a setup. You know what I mean? And originally I wasn't going to go. she called me back a second. Well, there was the first time she called, I believe. First time she called, we were going to meet up. Then I called my friend Philippe. He told me not to go. It was a setup. Then I remember, I believe I messaged her. I told her I can't do this, can't go. It's highly illegal and it's wrong. She then started crying, telling me that
He works two
my
jobs.
parents are gone. I just wanted to give you a cupcake, whatever. And me personally, I genuinely felt bad, so I decided to go. And it's crazy because what I'm about to tell you is more so, it's a blessing in disguise. At the time, I'm not sure if you know, but I owned a lot of firearms and stuff. And I actually had a Glock 17 on my counter, which I was actually going to end up taking with me in case, shit went sideways, And I took it with me, but I walked back into the house and I left it on the counter.
You were going to bring a gun with you to that meeting.
And it's a good thing I didn't bring it with me, because if I had of...
For those who don't know, I will say this much. If you didn't know EDP's content back then, EDP loves to collect guns. He said it in the documentary, but also he did multiple videos. This is not when like live streams were a big thing, but he did videos where he loved to talk about his guns. So he had guns.
And Alex Rosen and the whole camera crew would have came. Yeah, I'll probably be going down for 3 counts of murder in the first degree.
You would have shot Alex Rosen and his crew.
Yeah.
Shot him dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
You truly believe that?
Oh yeah, I truly believe it. Blessing in disguise, man. So I left it at home.
What makes you so sure that you would have pulled that Glock 17 out and killed all 3 of them?
The thing is, right, when
It's
you're
the internet, man.
When you're in that situation and you like the whole, fight or flight thing comes into play. I'm not sure if you heard of that before. Like your ass is on the line and you don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And you know that these people are here to, potentially try and attempt to ruin your damn life. You will do all type of wild shit. Not saying that I didn't take any role in that. Obviously, you know what I mean? I could have just said hell no and just not have went,
Which would have been the right thing to do, by the way.
Right, totally. Yeah, I mean, I've there's been times, like, even since moving out here, I was a gun owner and stuff like that. And I would go to the range and stuff like that, this is probably about like 6 months to maybe a year after. So it happened in 2021. So maybe like summer of 2022, you know what I mean? So around there, I would go to the range and I would, in my mind, when I'm at the range, now I'm talking about, full on arsenal, fucking Scar 17, AK-47, I had it all at my disposal. You know what I mean? In my mind, while I'm shooting the target, I'm killing Alex Rosen.
Thank you. I'm happy I did say that because I had a whole ambulance truck right when I was saying that. This man is over here on Chris Hansen's interview talking about he would like to fucking murder someone. He is wildin'. I'm happy that happened. Just when the ambulance was coming by, he is wildin'. He is admitting that he would commit a murder. This motherfucker is insane for saying this. This motherfucker is crazy for saying this. It is crazy that he is saying, you are admitting on a guy who got connections. You're fucking crazy. That's wild. That's wild. What's good, Zoomer? I see Zoomer in the building. He just stepped in.
All the fucking people, Master at Work, all those people that, that partook in this, you know what I mean? There's been times where, like, I've literally told a friend of mine, do me a favor, come over here, change the combination to this goddamn gun safe. I don't feel safe having these things around me,
Because you were going to strike out at Alex Rosen, or because you were going to kill yourself?
I was going to strike out at Alex. Well, a mixture of both. Well, I guess you can say, well, the Alex Rosen thing already had happened.
Right.
You feel me?
But
so more so myself.
Were you still angry at him that you would go hunt him down and kill him?
Oh yeah. I mean, there were multiple times where like, now,
Nigga.
I mean, I've had, I've still had like loyal, like followers and fans and stuff hit me up on Instagram and stuff. They're like, I don't condone doxing people no matter whatever they did. You know what I mean? They were like hitting me up and like, yo, man, we have his address.
And this is why I say like, it's you motherfuckers. It's not necessarily the content creators. It's some of you motherfuckers that you're way too invested. You are way too invested in the drama. This motherfucker is the one he's the one that's actually affected, but it's some of you motherfuckers. Not necessarily my people, even though there might be some among you. But it's you motherfuckers who got way too much fucking free time on your hands that start going out of your way, that start looking up fucking court cases and social security numbers and everything else that you can turn around and get a motherfucker murked. And then you'll say, well, it wasn't me who did it at the end of the day. But you contributed to someone else taking the life of somebody else. Oh, you think you can just hide behind it because you were the random fucking avatar, random fucking username, but you stoke the flames of someone else getting murked. It's be you motherfuckers. This is what I'm like I'm saying. Listen, if I have a great relationship with somebody who's online, I can't listen to none of you motherfuckers because the setup, it could be real. Y'all could be setting me up to try to get me murked or setting me up to put me in a scandal in some woman's bed or whatever. Like it's crazy. Y'all, I pay attention all the time. I really wish I didn't have to be so fucking wary, but some of you guys is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know what I mean? And in my mind, and even in my sister's mind, well, not my sister's mind, more so like my friend Kelvin's mind, who I went to high school with, me and him were having a deep-rooted conversation and stuff. And he's all like, well, obviously, yeah, what you did was wrong. I'm not going to say that it was right. He's like, but at the same time, he's like, I've been knowing you for a long time. I know that you're a good person. He's all like, but at the same time, and not switching the blame here. That's not what I'm doing. Okay. He's like, at the same time, what they did was very dangerous. Like, who's to say you can't find their address or load up your car full of guns, drive to Texas and go fucking murder them all? Because right there, I have his address. It's literally right there.
Did you think about doing that?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I've literally thought about, I've thought about, like loading up the car, you know what I mean? And just, driving 14, 15, 16 hours and just blowing them all the fuck away, But at the same time, it's like, you can't do that, man.
That starts to die down.
Huh.
This whole incident with Alex Rosen, Sophie.
I don't think it ever died down, but sure.
Oh, nigga. That nigga said, until you stop breathing, nigga. Until you start breathing, you gonna forever have this fade on your docket. It's been yo, this nigga said, that fade is forever on your docket. I'm waiting to cash that shit in. He said, it's been 3 years, nigga. It's not, that fade is not paid up yet. It's still, yo, thank you, Resta. Yo, it's still in the dirt. Like, nigga, I'm waiting for it. It's not over yet. Until one of us is not breathing, nigga. Until one of us is getting that send off, it ain't over. He said that shit with his whole goddamn chest. And he got that big man titties. He meant every fucking word of it. That is crazy. Absolutely insane.
But you started to get past it.
You said what now?
You started to get past it.
Right.
More recently, there's this situation with Kayla.
Kayla Hoskins, yeah.
Who's underage.
Oh, we got the second
Right,
girl
15.
now.
15.
Right.
Which is the same issue as with someone who's 13.
Correct.
How do you even get involved in this after having gone through all that? being exposed as a predator. However they did it, you were exposed as a predator.
This nigga is licking his lip already. I can't stand this nigga. All right. We're about to get into Kayla. Listen, don't leave. I'll be back. It's gonna be less than a minute. I gotta be back though. I gotta go take a quick leak. I'll be right back. Unlike some of you guys like who don't really want to wash their hands or anything, I'll be right back. You know what? Fuck being right back. I'm gonna let it play. I'll be right back with y'all.
Have sex with a 13-year-old girl. And now this with a 15-year-old girl?
Mm-hmm. You want me to explain it? What?
Please.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so pretty much at the time, I believe she hit me up first, which was, I believe she was sent by Gideon.
You're so fucking hot, you know that? I'm literally leaking pre-cum just thinking about you is what you say to her.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be with a little emo girl.
Ass, ass bulged out, titties popped out on Instagram, but nobody wants to talk about that, right?
We'll talk about it.
Oh, I mean, see, man, what I'm about to say is going to sound fucked up, but I mean, half of it already is fucked up. But see, the thing is, right, and, these little young ass girls, right, and I always tell my friends this, right, I'm like, man, these little young ass girls, man, they come on Instagram, they come on social media and shit, right, and they, they're taking pictures, sexually provocative ass content, ass and tits bullshit.
That's like blaming the victim.
Well, I'm trying to explain to you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, for me, and the way I see it, it's like, they know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? Doesn't give me the right or anybody else
to know
right.
what the F you're doing.
Right.
He's a grown-ass man
exactly.
talking to a child.
Exactly. So
that doesn't really wash.
I never once said that. It did wash. I was trying to explain to you.
All right. What did I miss? Let it ride. Yeah, let it ride. What did I miss? What did I miss? I don't know what I missed. We're gonna go though.
What people see. You know what I mean?
So you saw a 15-year-old girl who had a shapely figure.
I washed my hands. I washed my hands. Stacked by.
And you wanted to have sex with her.
Fuck you.
Yeah. You don't see a problem with that?
Of course I see a problem with it.
Why did you do it then?
Well, I remember at the time, I was, at the time, I think I was working and I had recently, I think I went homeless for about like a month, simply due to the fact that it was like some shit going on with the apartment complex or whatever. And so, I was doing overnights at work and stuff like that. And, she randomly hit me up one day, at the moment, obviously looking back upon it now, thought that it was a good idea. That's why I did it.
I'm telling you right now, you threaten. If you fuck me over, if this shit goes wrong in any way, shape, or form, I'll give your soul to the Lord because your ass belongs to me.
Whoa.
So you know what you're getting into is illegal.
Right.
You've already been stung once. Got out of that by the skin of your teeth. And now you're involving yourself potentially with a 15-year-old girl and you're threatening her that this better not be a situation where she fucks you over. In other words, I'm going to shoot your ass if you fuck me over. I'm going to shoot your ass. You threaten this girl.
Yo, it's so weird hearing Chris Hansen say, I'm going to shoot your ass. Like, it's so weird to hear him say those words. I'm going to shoot your ass. It's so weird.
Over. I'm going to shoot your ass. You threaten this girl.
You want a response out of me?
How do you justify that?
You don't justify it.
But you just told me that all the other stuff with Sophie was 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. You're past it. And just months ago, you're engaging with a 15-year-old girl about sex and threatening her that if she sets you up or stings you, that you're going to shoot her. That is horrible, illegal, predatory behavior, violent behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I know guys who have gone to prison for way less than that.
Same here.
Way less. And it would seem to me that the only reason you're not in prison right now is because of the way these investigations were conducted by vigilantes.
That and the fact that, you know, I believe in a higher power. I believe in um I believe in I believe in my mom's spirit is always with me wherever I go.
Nigga. Did he put that shit on his mama? Did this man just literally put did this man put his being saved from his Geppetto actions on his mama? Did he just do that? You said XX 8X jersey. Did he put that shit on his mama, nigga? That nigga's jersey is made from a whole goddamn tablecloth. Did this motherfucker literally say, I put that shit on my mama's spirit? I was protected from going after a 13 and a 15-year-old, and I put that shit on mama. Mama watching me, she said, I know you was trying to get that little bit of what did he call Kayla in the documentary? She got a fine fucking figure. Are you saying what? Marathon Kev is in the building. What's good, my guy? What's good? Marathon Kev has decided to grace us. What's up, my guy? What's up? Appreciate you. This man is fucking insane. He put that. He said, "Mama is watching out for me. She is watching out for my Geppetto ways." This is wild. I don't want to die. I don't want to die, mama. Like, hey, I don't want to die. This is crazy. No Chaser say you're trying to play. I'm not though. Like these motherfuckers. Like, I'm not, but this motherfucker, he's definitely trying to play games for sure. No Chaser. He is absolutely trying to fucking play games for motherfucking sure. Yeah, he's supposed to get caught with an underage girl, but they failed. But he's saying that they failed because of, he said he hit him with the Tupac No Chaser. He said, "Mom, dear mama, you are appreciated." Like that's what he said. "Mama, dear mama, you are appreciated." That's what he did right now, No Chaser. That shit is wild to me.
And so, you know, I believe she saw what these people's true intentions were. And I feel like her and God stepped in and was like, yo, like, you know, shit ain't gonna go down like this.
But I have to tell you something. Had this been me doing an investigation and you had surfaced in this way, your EDP445 ass would be in prison now.
And at the same time,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and at the same time, I kind of wish it was you, Chris, to be honest with you.
Nigga, what? You wish. You know what? Let me just say this. And for my blacks who are in the building, we about to do this. For my blacks in the building. Is it possible that the only reason why we couldn't get it right the second time, because Alex Rosen fucked up the first time, and we could say that he was brand new to the game, but he halfway did shit right. Throw hands. Throw hands. Chris. First of all, Chris ain't got no hands. Chris got no goddamn hands. So let's cut that right now. Chris ain't got no hands. I think, as far as you can say, here's my personal opinion. As much as Alex Rosen did shit, and I don't rock with Alex Rosen at all, Gideon and Skeeter G did a worse job. They were given way more information, if you ask me personally. They even used a teenager, got the mother's approval. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it's the housekeeper. If it was really the mother, it could have been a goddamn housekeeper. Like, we really don't fucking know. Just keeping it a buck. But let's just say if it was the mother, right? They still fucked that whole shit up. Imagine you being the motherfuckers that we're gonna know you for. Thank you, Mike Klum, for letting this shit go. Thank you, Chris Hansen, for doing this interview. Because for Gideon, for Skeeter G, the makeshift Chris Hansen, and also for Alex Rosen, we're gonna know you as the guys as to not how to catch a pedo, but how to let a pedo go free. You three will be the prime examples as to what not to do. How to let a pedo free should be your whole new shit going forward. Just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck.
Because it's like, I honestly respect what you do. And that's not me kissing your ass or anything like that. You know what I mean? I respect, a lot of what people do who are out catching predators, you know what I mean, in the right and legal way. All I can say is I have a lot of respect for it, I don't condone motherfuckers, going out there,
But you did it.
Nigga, you one of those motherfuckers.
One.
Brian, you did it.
You one of them.
I understand what you're saying about the methodology here.
Right.
And I understand how it looked when Skeeter, whoever it is, came and confronted you. It was
He just threw shade. He threw shade.
Clown show.
Right.
It was embarrassing for him. Yet, what you did and said with this Kayla is reprehensible and very predator-like. I mean, there's no way to really pretty that up.
No, there's not.
I mean, you got off because these guys were sloppy, essentially.
Sloppy, entrapment, dumb as hell. Did it for the views, for the clicks, for the clout. But at the same time, I also understand how lucky I am. You know what I mean? And, I can tell you right here, right now, I don't, people, people see me as like, he's like, people think like, I'm out here preying on motherfuckers, or I'm just out here.
Well, that's what you were doing here.
Well, I know.
A 13-year-old and a 15-year-old.
Right. You know what I mean? And like, but the thing is, like, people think that I'm literally like out here every day, like preying on fucking kids.
You did it twice.
I know. I understand.
I've seen guys go to prison doing it once.
Yeah.
Probation afterwards. Registration as a sex offender. What do you say to other men who may be entertaining getting into a sexually charged conversation with someone who's underage?
Set up. Don't do it.
No, he don't, Resto.
Seriously, don't do it, man. It ain't
Wait,
worth
this
it.
nigga, wait. He said set up. He said the reason why. Did he say the reason why not to do it is because it's a setup? Did I get that correctly? The reason not to do it is because it's a setup, not because you shouldn't be preying on minors. Well, where's the minor sound effect? Like, don't do it because it's a setup, not because they're minors, is what I just heard.
With someone who's underage.
Set up. Don't do it. Seriously, don't do it, man. It ain't fucking worth it. There's always somebody out there watching, whether it be a decoy, whether it be
nigga,
whoever it is upon the other end, somebody pros in to be, which is the same thing as a decoy, Just don't do it, man.
Do you think you would have made the first approach to a 13-year-old girl who you saw was following you on any social media platform? In other words, in this case, the 15-year-old approached you.
Okay.
Which, in my world, would negate a prosecution. We don't operate that way. The predator, the man, always has to make the first approach. That was the opposite in this case. Do you think you would have ever approached an underage girl first with a romantic interest?
No.
You're a liar.
What you're saying is you don't think you would ever have gotten caught
Chris,
in one of my...
You better, Chris, you better call him out on that. He's a liar already. He did it with Sophie. He didn't do it with, he did it with Kayla. He didn't do it with Sophie. He didn't do it with the 13-year-old. He did it with the 15-year-old. This nigga turned around and said no. He already did it. What do you mean? Chris, you better call him out on that. You better not let that shit slide. How much time is left in this? Okay, we got about a quarter left in this thing. Chris, you better call that shit out. He didn't do it with Sophie. Sophie's the one, or Sophie or fucking Alex was the one that reached out to him. But he's the one that reached out to Sophie in the Discord. So he, thank you. I gotta get my program together, but I can't see the emoji for the cap. Yeah, but I hear you. Cap, absolutely. I'm Cap-a-rooney. I'm calling bullshit on that because you already did it. By the way, when Alex Rosen ran up on you for Sophie, you turned around and said, there won't be a next time, nigga. And there was a next time. And now Chris Hansen is reaching out to you, telling him about, yo, would you reach out to a chick first? And he said no. But you did it for fucking Kayla. You're a liar. You're a nigga and a liar. Like, you are. You shown to do both sides. Whether they reach out to you or whether you reach out to them, you shown that you are willing to reciprocate. You're a liar. A liar. That's craziness. That is absolute craziness.
What you're saying is you don't think you would ever have gotten caught in one of my stings, and it was because they made the first approach that you got caught in those two other stings.
Oh, come on, Chris. Come on.
I mean, if you wanna shape it up like that, sure. I guess that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
Oh, he hit him with the Yogi Bear. He's like, hey. I'm just saying, Mr. Park Ranger, if you're saying I might be able to get away with the pig in a basket. If you want to put words in my mouth and say, if there was no one watching this pig to get basket and I can take it, I could walk away, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm just asking. Because there's no misunderstanding these particular conversations. You say, so occasionally I jerk off at work, and right now I'm so hard. I remember you said you were good at giving head. Jesus. Please, baby, please, let me stuff my cock inside of your mouth. I'll do anything. And then you turn around and say, my God, ignore that. I feel so damn embarrassed. I mean, you're all over the place here. And then you try to guilt trip her into meeting up. And then you show up, or they show up looking for you. You're at a dialysis appointment.
Which I think is fucked up.
That was fucked up.
But go ahead.
What's going through your mind when you see Skeet and crew show up at the
kill him
dialysis appointment?
That's my overall thing. I carry a 1911 Chamberlain 44. Well, what I used to. Obviously, when you go into all dialysis centers, it has a big ass sign on the window says, no firearms are allowed up in the center or whatever.
I was about to say.
And it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but what I don't think is actually in there, and this isn't justifying it, but I believe it was on a Friday. And I believe I originally blocked Kayla because I believe it was her birthday, and I never actually planned on originally driving to, I think it was Chula Vista, which is somewhere in the San Diego, Orange County area. I'm not sure. And so drive up, park, get out, go into the dialysis center. They approached me as I'm going in. Hey, Bryant. And I went to go turn around, and obviously it was this asshole up in a clown, up in like I guess you could say like a cupcake outfit or whatever. And right then and there, my blood pressure skyrocketed to the point to where, and this isn't no sob story, I'm just telling you, to the point to where I couldn't receive dialysis, had to go across town, have a goddamn PICC line inserted up in my fucking chest or whatever. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think that was a bitch move on their part. It's like, motherfucker, you could have approached my ass at the grocery store, the fucking park, shit, even at work. You know what I mean? But it's like you approach me at a fucking dialysis center where my goddamn life.
I'll call a little bit of cap on that one, just slightly. You don't want a motherfucker pulling up to you at work. You was working 2 jobs, nigga, because you already got caught for Sophie. So you don't want them pulling up to you at work. Dialysis is not any better because your life is literally on the line. I think for some people, you got to go to dialysis once, if not twice a week. So your life is literally on the line to go dialysis. And dialysis is not a bitch. Like, honestly, do on your own time, do some research on dialysis needles. The motherfuckers are huge. So, like, it's not a joke. And it's a long process. You could be sitting there for, like, more than 8 hours just getting your blood cleaned. So, thank you for modern technology, but, like, dialysis is not a fucking joke. For the fact these niggas pulled up on you on the dialysis shit, it's kind of fucked up, but I'm not saying your job's going to be any better. So when he says supermarket, fine, supermarket, whatever. You don't need those fresh vegetables that you ain't eating anyway, nigga. Like, I'm just being honest with you.
It's pretty much on the fucking line. You know what I mean? And but anyways, I do that. Sorry, I do that. They try to give me dialysis, don't get it. They're gone when I leave. Before I even go into the back to receive dialysis, call the police, give them a call, let them know I'm being harassed. They don't do shit because, you know, most of these prank YouTubers, they like.
All right. So let's, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. This is my challenge to you, Kev. If you guys do your BYON tonight, I need you to keep that energy, right? All right. This is not a challenge, but I think this is something we needed to talk about, Kev. So when you say, like, your actions are an adverse consequences of keep that. I think that's something that we might need to talk about on BYON. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't think it's just a matter of EDP, but how we look at a lot of other people in just life in general. So keep that energy, because I think that's something that we might need to really go through. Because I've had a lot of conversations, not just even outside of EDP shit, but, like, honestly, we may need to really hash that shit through. Just to be honest with you, I like it. I like the passion with it. So, like, I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling it. Pause. But I'm liking the energy with that. So we may have to cover that. We may have to cover that later. I'm not gonna lie. We may need to cover that. So if you do the BYO, we may have to go through that later.
Before I even go into the back to receive dialysis, call the police, give them a call, let them know I'm being harassed. They don't do shit because, you know, most of these prank YouTubers, they like to hide behind this bullshit where they're filming on public fucking property and shit. You know what I mean? Which I think is the ultimate fucking cop out, but whatever. They say they can't do anything to police. Get in the car, drive across town, North Vegas, to the access center, have a surgical procedure done, get out, walk into the car. I didn't know this. Either they followed me or somebody at the dialysis center violated HIPAA laws and decided to tell them where I was receiving a procedure at. And they followed me all the way across town, about like 20 miles to the access center. And they approached me as I was leaving. I didn't say anything, though.
You know how you could have avoided all this.
Yeah, just don't respond.
No, not fuck with kids.
Get online and have sexually charged conversations or try to have sex with teenage girls.
Sure.
Had you not done that, none of this other stuff happens.
So what you're saying is that
what you're saying is you brought it upon yourself in many ways.
And it makes it perfectly fine for people to show up at my dialysis center. And
again, had you not committed the underlying acts, these guys aren't looking for you.
Okay. So that totally just...
Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, but at the same time...
I'm not justifying their tactics, but I am saying, and I think I'm right here, that had you not engaged in this sort of behavior with girls identified as being 13 and 15...
I know that's what you're saying, Kev. And I guess the part that's in my mind, I'm not saying that we should agree to it. I'm not saying it should be a thing. But I'm going to say this for the one time. When we look at people who are in our profession, right? as content creators, maybe even streamers or whatever. It may not even, by the way, I just want to put this out there, Kev. It may not even have to really do with the child Geppetto shit, right? But at what point, as people who are, I'll even put it even a little bit more closer, in the same niche, right? Or in the same space, that we don't learn to start showing a little bit of respect to one another as people who are content creators within our own space. I always say that everyone's a part of your network, and you never know who's going to be the person that can grant you what, right? Grant you access to what, right? And I think there's so many of us that's willing to just make enemies of each other than understanding what the potential of each other are. So I understand what you're saying when you were even saying with the whole thing. But as I'm sitting there thinking about it, like, there's so many niggas they just licking their lips. They just waiting for an opportunity. Like, damn, nigga, like, you don't see potential in nobody. You just, that was my mindset when you had the first one. I was like, oh no, we may need to talk about it, because there motherfuckers that definitely be motherfucking fucking up. But if you think about the potential, if you think about what they know and who they know, and like, we may need to talk about it on BYON. I'm just thinking that.
You don't have this problem, Bryant.
Right. Totally. I understand.
What do you say to Kayla now?
You want me to honestly answer that, or you want the
yes,
PG
nigga.
bullshit answer, or
Honestly.
Shit. To be honest with you, I ain't got nothing to say to her, to be honest with you.
Do you have any remorse?
Of course I have remorse. You know what I mean? I just don't have anything to say to her.
That's fair. Fair.
Good luck with your life. You know what I mean? I don't really.
But she's 19 now.
I mean, I'm not gonna, one thing I'm not gonna fucking do is get on my hands and knees and beg for her fucking forgiveness, because it's like, no, I'm not doing that shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, I understand what I did was wrong. I have a lot of remorse for it. I'm paying the ultimate price, and I really don't.
Not the ultimate price. You're paying a price. You're not paying the ultimate price. Motherfuckers have gotten. First of all, you're not in prison. You're not even close to the ultimate price. You're getting off easy. Let's just keep it a buck. Chris Hansen even said himself, motherfuckers did it one time and they wound up in prison. Nigga, you did it twice. So nice you had to do it twice, and you're still free to breathe this open air. So let's just get that straight.
I don't have anything to say to her.
And what do you say to people who think you should be in prison for what you did?
I mean, not to sound cocky or fucked up, their opinion doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. They think I should be in prison. Well, tough shit, man. I think Donald Trump should be fucking president again. That doesn't mean it's going to happen again. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not me making light or joking about it, but it's like, it didn't happen. I'm grateful it didn't happen. And I'm doing whatever I can. I'm going to therapy, going to counseling. I'm taking necessary steps to try to better myself.
Therapy.
And if that isn't good enough for him, well, then shit, I don't know what else to say to him.
You're in therapy now.
And
what can you say to me to guarantee you will never try to contact, have a sexually charged conversation with, or try to have sex with a teenage girl again?
What can I say to you?
How can you guarantee to me that this will not happen again?
I don't know how I can guarantee it to you. I guess you're just going to have to fucking trust me.
He's honest.
Your trust level isn't great right now.
I understand. I mean, I know it's up on a scale of 1 to 100, it's at about like a fucking 40. Probably lower than that. You know what I mean?
2, 3, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He's honest now.
I mean, I understand. I mean, all I can say is, since I've been going to therapy, I haven't had any urges or any desires to even want to.
But what happens if, as you said before, you start to feel lonely and need some company, and
well, it's funny.
13 or 14 or 15-year-old girl available, or you're going to go for it again?
Well, it's actually a good thing you say that, because I've actually had multiple people hit me up on Instagram posing to be 13, 14-year-olds, and I've blocked them all.
Well, after getting caught twice.
Well, yeah, facts. I mean that's ultimately like learning your fucking lesson. I mean, I mean, I have to be a fucking, you know, just a complete dumbass. I mean, if not the fucking first 2 times, it's like, goddamn, you know. But like, you know, they would hit me up. I would see their profile, 14 block. Don't even say anything. If I do say anything, I'm just like, yo, go do your fucking math homework. Block. Just don't. I'm not for the bullshit. Leave me the fuck alone.
Here's a question.
I have an answer.
Because I don't understand this part of it. Mm-hmm. You are known for sending pictures of your own feces to people.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
It ain't right for them to troll my ass either.
Yeah, but let's stick with the one question first. Yeah. That ain't right.
Right.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, the reason I do that is because people fuck with me. People troll my ass. People, they like to sit back and dox where I live, where I work and shit. You know what I mean? If anything, I mean, shit, man, you know.
So you send them a picture of your feces to prove what point?
Just to fuck with them, to see, hey, man, you guys control me, I control your ass back. You know what I mean? Now, to be honest with you, Chris, they're actually getting off light. If that was somebody else, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here doxing where they work and shit, they probably wouldn't beat their ass. You know what I mean? Because people can be found, just like I could be found, you know? So me sending disgusting ass shit pics, that's, motherfucker, you getting off light. You know what I mean? And I honestly do stand by that. You know, it's like, I'm over here.
That's your way of getting back at them.
Right. I'm over here trying to do my thing, trying to work, trying to cope with all this shit that's going on. And you over here fucking with me. It's like, what, am I supposed to just sit back there and just fucking accept the shit? Or, you know, like, come on, you know what I mean? So
why speak out now? I tried to talk to you several months ago, maybe a year or so ago. You declined the invitation. Why now? Why speak out now? What's the purpose of it?
Well, I declined the invitation because I wasn't really sure who was, like, if you were real, you know what I mean? I've gotten mashed at work pretending to be Chris Hansen and all these other people, and I'm just like, it could be a fucking troll. It could be another goddamn setup. It could be somebody else, you know what I mean? So I just really wasn't sure which one was real, you know what I mean?
And how's life for you now?
To be honest with you, life is actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, it's about as great as it could get with, you know, everything that's went on, you know what I mean? Blessed to have 2 jobs, blessed to have a vehicle, blessed to have a roof up over my head, stuff like that.
Do you have a relationship?
I don't know. Well, I did. But yeah, she was very controlling.
Controlling of you?
Yeah, she was very controlling.
After all this talk, all this grooming.
Very controlling, very annoying.
Talking about shoving your arm up some woman's behind in the chats, all that stuff. Somebody was controlling of you?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say controlling. I'm sorry, that was the wrong word. I would probably say...
Sure was.
Annoying. You know, you want me to go into specifics? Or, yeah, so I mean, I'm the type of person to where, like, you know, obviously with dialysis and stuff going on, kidney failure and shit like that, whatever, there will be times where, like, after treatment, I'll be like dead ass tired, you know, and she'll call me up, hey, you want, I'm gonna hang out. By the way, she's 41.
Kev.
Put it out there.
This is why
she'll hit me up and she'll be like, hey, you want to hang out, blah blah blah, and I'm like, listen, like, I am fucking like dead ass tired, like to the point to where, like, I'm literally crawling to get to my damn bed. And I feel like, you know, she'll, like, sometimes, like, low-key, like, guilt trip me into, like, you know, oh, well, you don't have to go, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, well, listen to the tone of your fucking voice. Like, obviously you want me to come over, you know what I mean? And when I go over there, I'm like half goddamn dead and stuff. And, oh, well, you know, you're half dead and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, well, shit, I don't know what to fucking tell you. I told you before, you know what I mean? So to be honest with you, Chris, man, like, I just, you know, it's funny because, like, you know, this entire time I've always wanted to be in a relationship, you know what I mean? And actually be with somebody and, you know, I guess, like, someday have kids or whatever. But I feel like, you know, not for most, but for some guys, you know, when they actually get into relationships, it's not what all it was fucking hyped up to be. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, I would rather be the fuck alone. Like, you know what I mean? So
Jesus Christ.
Do you ever think you'll be a content creator again?
I am a content creator still. Yeah, I have my own website. I post videos on Instagram here and there and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I mean, obviously it's not as big as my YouTube channel once was, but I mean, you know, I have a website. The word is still getting out. We're still having a great time, you know, shooting shit or whatever. So yeah, we're still having a great time out there, you know.
Is there anything else you want people to know about you and your situation?
Yeah. I've learned my lesson. I'm a changed individual.
Liar.
Or at least I'm making steps to become a changed
There
individual.
you go.
Let me phrase that. You know, just know that I'm not actually, you know, I'm not going out there fucking, you know, because I live like right by a fucking school. You feel me? I'm not out fucking praying on motherfuckers or like, you know, whatever, you know.
Did this nigga live? This nigga say he lives by a fucking school? You had to do like what they say that what they say, you're not registered as a pedo, but you have to do what? Community service. And you're living next to a motherfucking school? Like, nigga. You still live next to a school? Okay. That's wild ass shit.
So yeah, just know that I'm out here trying to live my best life. Obviously I've made a lot of, you know, fucked up mistakes and I'm paying for it.
Will you ever be caught in a sting again?
No.
Anything else?
I don't believe you.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
If you thought this interview was interesting, you'll be happy to know that so does the district attorney in Kern County, California, who has reopened the investigation into EDP445 and is now potentially using the information in this interview to consider further charges against him. We'll keep you posted right here. You should also know that proceeds from Mike Klum's documentary will go to RAIN.org, an organization which helps victims of sexual violence. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday for another episode of Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. Monday is when Predator...
His days are numbered, y'all. District attorney reopening the case, nigga? His days are numbered. You wanted the hype, right? Yo, Resta said final boss. Chris Hansen's the final boss, y'all. Nigga, you got a whole case reopened? Is that Chris? Obviously, he's about that life. You got it reopened? The case, first of all, the case was closed and you got it reopened is wild to me. That is some crazy diabolical shit. God damn. You know what? So let me do some quick check real quick. What do you guys think of the actual the uncensored interview? I think Chris Hansen was rather censored, even though he said some things, but he was quoting what the actual text say. What do you guys think about the actual conversation that was taking place between him and EDP? Do you think EDP's actually got resentment, even though he said that he actually resentful of what's going on? Do you believe Chris Hansen when he says, like, if it had been him, he would have caught EDP? Do you believe that EDP actually believes that he believes that if Chris Hansen was on the fucking case, he would have got cooked? Or do you believe that EDP believes that it doesn't matter if Chris Hansen was on it, he was gonna fucking get by Chris Hansen anyway? I wonder what your thoughts are. I think you might have an idea of what I'm thinking, but I wonder what you guys are thinking when it comes to that. So the motherfucker is still, by the way, EDP is still doing content. Now, he's not as big as he used to be, but it looks like he's doing content. So I'm scrolling by a couple of these. Let's see what I can do here real quick. Let's see something that's relatively recent. Let me see if I can find something relatively recent. This nigga's got guns again too. Gee, he's dealing with guns again. So it's 4 months, 3 months, 3 months, 2 months. This motherfucker laying in bed. Oh my God. He's talking about Carmelo Anthony. That's not what I want to do. I'm gonna take this one, and I don't care about him talking about the Eagles. I'm gonna take this one.
Usually the pickiest motherfuckers.
You shut the fuck up.
All right.
You shut the fuck up. So I wanna pull these aside. So he's got some stuff. Let's see what EDP, by the way. Let's see what EDP445 has been up to, right? I know, guys. Already a bad fucking picture. Just how he starts off the street, by the way. So in case you need to see, here we go. I have a confession to make. EDP445, not millions, but he's got 6,900 or 9.6, 900 and 600 and something, 960 something subscribers. So he's already got already 6K right off the bat. As of 2 months ago when he did this particular video, 20K on the video. What's EDP about to say?
So I have a very weird ass fucking confession to make. So I often enjoy putting my hands underneath my sweaty ass titties and then smelling them afterwards. I'm not sure what the fuck it is. I just, I don't know. I guess they fucking smell good. You know what I mean? Especially when I get out of the fucking shower. You know what I mean? I fucking love to bathe in Old Spice. You know what I mean? Nigga. And so once you get out of the shower, you know what I mean? You get cleaned up. You put some clothes on. You go outside, go do whatever it is that you like to fucking do. You know what I mean? As big niggas, you know what I mean? My motherfucking titties, my under titties,
can't chew my gum
start
no more.
Sweating like a bitch. You know what I mean?
Nasty.
And so when I come home, you know what I mean? I, take my shirt off. I get relaxed and stuff. I put my hands underneath my fucking titties, and then, give it about 30, maybe 35 seconds, pull my fucking hands out, nigga, and I like to smell it.
Nasty.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes it smells like must. Sometimes it smells like shit. Sometimes they smell fucking good. I guess it really fucking just depends. You know what I mean? If I had a shower that day, you feel me?
That's nasty. Oh, look at me. My own stream just came up. How the fuck did we're not done with my stream. How did my stream come up and we're on my stream? My stream is up. That's correct. My stream and my thumbnail is up for a stream that we're still doing. YouTube, get it together. Get it together. I have no idea what this is like. How? Like, it's saying 2 hours ago, 7 people watching. How many people are watching? I don't even know. How many people are watching? I've never seen that before. That is weird to me. Oh, it's accurate. 7 people are actually in here 2 hours ago. I've never seen that before. We're live on the stream that they're giving a thumbnail for. I've never seen that before. That's crazy work. Huh. You know what? Thank you, Resto. I was just thinking that shit. I'm going to click the link. That shit. I was just thinking that I'm going to click the link. We're in exception. We're in exception right now. That shit. I was just thinking that I'm going to click the link. We're in exception. We're in Inception right now.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
We're doing Inception. I've never seen this. We're in Inception. We're in Inception right now.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
We're doing Inception. I've never seen this. We're in Inception. We're in Inception right now.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
We're doing Inception. I've never seen this. We're in Inception. We're in Inception right now.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
Live, folks. We're doing this live. We're in Inception. We're in Inception.
I've never seen this.
Watch it again.
Live,
this is amazing. We're doing this live.
We're in Inception. We're in Inception.
I've never seen this.
Watch it again.
Live. This is amazing. We're doing this live.
We're in Inception. We're in Inception.
I've never seen this.
Watch it again.
This is amazing. We're doing this live.
We're in Inception.
I can't.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen this before. This is amazing.
We're doing this
live.
We're in Inception.
I can't.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen this. Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking sitting there live while I'm doing live? Don't be fucking live while I'm live. Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking sitting there live while I'm doing live? Don't be fucking live while I'm live. Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking sitting there live while I'm doing live? Don't be fucking live while I'm live. Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking sitting there live while I'm doing live? Don't be fucking live while I'm live. Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking sitting there live while I'm doing live? Don't be fucking live while I'm live. Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking sitting there live while I'm doing live? Don't be fucking live.
I can't, Resto. I can't. I can't.
Fuck you, wrestler. How dare you be fucking
Resto, how did this happen?
Don't be
I
fucking
can't,
live while I'm
Resto.
live.
I can't. I can't.
Fuck you, wrestler.
I can't,
How dare you
Resto.
be
I'm
fucking
Resto.
sitting
How
there
did
live
this
while I'm doing
happen?
live? Don't be
I
fucking live
can't,
while I'm live.
Resto. I can't. I can't.
Fuck you, wrestler.
I can't,
How dare you
Resto.
be
I'm
fucking
Resto. How did
I
this
can't.
happen?
Don't be fucking
Oh
live.
my
Resto,
gosh!
I
I can't. No, we gotta leave this. We gotta leave this.
How did this happen?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
crying.
I'm
crying.
crying.
Hold
Hold
up. We gotta.
I'm crying. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Yeah, Resto, you ain't shit. You made me do that, and I'm fucking crying because of it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yo. Oh my gosh. Yo, that shit is hilarious. Mama said you ain't right. Yo, I've never seen myself live while being live before. That is a first. Oh shit. I've never seen that before. Being live while being live and witnessing yourself live during your live is that is a gem. And I'm happy I got that shit recorded. I'm happy that is recorded. I have no idea why the fuck I would be reference my own stream. Oh my gosh, that is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, folks. I had no choice. I had to do it just to see if it was authentic. I had to do it. Oh my gosh, that is fucking funny. You better make it short. Yo, I may need to. Yeah, I may need to make it short. I'm not gonna lie. So let's look at this one over here. Well, we got EDP on this video. This one looked like it was three weeks ago, by the way. Oh, that was fucking hilarious, yo. I can't. So this video looks like it was from EDP 3 weeks ago. What the fuck? What the fuck did he say? Hold on, let me go back.
You ever notice how women who are old as fuck, seasoned ass motherfucking veterans, you know what I mean? And bitches who got motherfucking kids are usually the pickiest motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like they just have a shit ton of options, nigga, when it comes to dating, when it comes to men, you know what I mean? It's like, motherfucking be lucky.
Oh, he's on his red pill. He's on his black pill shit.
Ass, you feel me? Like, I think I told you guys this story a long time ago. What was it? Back when I was living in Bakersfield, I was dating this fucking one redhead chick.
It's not my fault. I didn't expect to see this. Raw. I did not expect that to happen. That threw me off. I did not expect to see that. I swear, like that was some new shit to me. I still got tears in my eye. That was so crazy to me. Oh my gosh.
And she had this fucking kid who was like 7 or 8, and I wanted to fucking backslap this annoying,
my God.
punk ass little fucking bitch, my nigga. I wanted to fucking uppercut that nigga in his jaw. He was so motherfucking annoying. You know what I mean? And it's like, women don't understand the shit that single men, you know what I mean, are literally having to put up with dating your motherfucking ass, because it's like he has to impress this little fucking bastard, and it's like he also has to impress this little punk ass motherfucker just to get in good with your motherfucking ass. You feel?
All right. This is where you and Cap turn around and say it's Cap. We already know this nigga's history. This is 3 weeks ago. The documentary came out about 3 weeks ago. The documentary came out on what, the 10th or the 11th? We're on the what, 28th? This motherfucker did that shit around that same time. Come the fuck on. We got so much content when it comes to this motherfucker. We want to believe that he can sit here and talk about single mothers with 4 kids. What he said? 4 kids is what he's talking about.
I mean, earlier today I was talking to this fucking chick, right? This bitch is a single mom and got 4 fucking kids. Like, my homegirl told me about her. I ain't gonna mention her name or whatever. And I'm just like, why in the fuck would a single nigga like myself, or like anybody who's fucking, it's like, do you know the hell you are about to embark upon? Like, you know what I mean? Like, dealing with this fucking bitch and all her little badass fucking kids. But see, the thing that just really threw me.
By the way, it's not the woman that I'm worried about at this point. It's her kids. It's her kids that I'm thinking about. It's not the adult that you claim that you're dating. It's the kids that I'm worried about at this point. Your history is out there now.
The fuck off was that this bitch has been ran the fuck through.
Nigga,
you feel
what?
me? She's acting like her motherfucking pussy is fucking pristine. Like she was, nigga, like she's fucking 20, 25 years old. Like she's in her fucking, nigga, like she's just, you know, nigga, right now. Like her fucking goodies are just motherfucking like, fucking cream of the crop ass shit. It's like, bitch, you look like you damn near 50. Damn near 50.
Nigga, you're like 50.
With 4 fucking kids, my nigga. Bitch, like I mentioned before, bitch, you should be lucky anybody's willing to talk to your motherfucker.
Says the fucking 500-pounder. See, at the time when you chose your name, you was 445, but nigga, you are absolutely over 500 now. You're I want to say 600, just to be honest with you. Like, there's no fucking way he's sitting here and talking shit. Am I bugging? Am I crazy right now?
Fucking ass, my nigga. But like the audacity of these motherfucking women, my nigga.
3.
To sit back and act like, you know.
And he got rid of a whole woman, a whole just as large as him. If anything, not just low. The woman weighed less than he did. And he said he got rid of her because she's annoying. But he's out here 3 weeks during the same week of his documentary that dropped. And he's sitting there talking about what a woman got. This shit is wild to me. It's wild to me. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
They're the fucking prize. They're just the golden standard sitting at the table. Like, their fucking pussy is just so fucking amazing. Motherfucker, that's like me trying to sell you a fucking vehicle, right? This motherfucker has over 350,000 miles on it, my nigga. And my asking price, nigga, is fucking $15,000. And I guarantee you, nigga, in 5, 6, 7 years, that piece of shit is still gonna be sitting in the motherfucking garage.
You know what just hit my mind right now? Could you imagine if this man made it to, like, this man in his prime? This motherfucker's never been in his prime. But let me just say something. because the documentary dropped and everything. Let's just say this had happened earlier in the year. Who's the let me look her up real quick. Who's the OnlyFans chick? Not Sophie Rain. Fuck Sophie Rain. I mean, Sophie Rain, she's alright. She's not my type though. I'm not gonna say like that she's like ugly. She's not. But there's another chick. I think she looks better than Sophie Rain, just to be honest with you. But I can't remember her name. I think her name is Ashley something. What who are you, some of you OF niggas that y'all like to follow OF chicks? I remember they were talking about her because she's the only OF girl that went to Streamer University. So I'm trying to remember her name now. Her name is Ashley something. Fuck, what was her name? Okay, so maybe I gotta find her through Sophie Rain. Sophie, because he makes way too much fucking money. That's just crazy to me. Sophie Rain. I don't care about her age. I don't care about the TMZ. I don't care about the net worth. Let me see. Sophie Rain. What if I say crew? Hold up. I think I got her. Well, that is a weird name. It's a weird way to spell that name. Hold up. Wow. So it's Aisha Sophie. By the way, that is. Thank you, Kev. I just saw at the same time. That's a weird. I've never seen Aisha spelled that. Listen, we black. Have you ever seen Aisha spelled that way before? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Have you ever seen Aisha spelled that way before? How you know that, Kev? He said, how you know that, Kev? How you know that? How you know that? Nobody's supposed to know that. How you know that? How you know that, Kev? How you like? You're subscribed. You're subscribed. You know what? I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you, Kev, because I'm not a fan of Sophie Rain. But Aisha, I think Aisha looked bad. I think she looked better. I'm gonna say this. I think she looked better when she had the braces. I like a woman with braces. I thought she looked really, really cute when she had the fucking braces. Now that she got rid of the braces, I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Don't get me wrong, she's still a cute young woman, but like, I liked her when she had the braces, but I never cared for fucking Sophie Rain. That's my own little admission right there. But the reason why I even heard a little bit more about her is when she decided she wanted to join, to get back to my point, Streamer University. Could you imagine if this documentary came out earlier in the year and Kai Cenat put this nigga EDP445 on for Streamer University? Could you imagine? Because Streamer U only ended about what? About 30 days? Less than 30 days ago? Could you imagine if EDP, this documentary dropped, and he wanted to go back, he wanted to get himself in the rise of the street? Because think about what Aisha did. They wouldn't accept women who did OF. So what did Aisha did? She cleaned up her Instagram. She's cleaned up her TikTok. She dropped her OF. All. Because all the other women around her, Sophie and everything else, they kept their shit. They said, we not doing it, bitch. We not doing it. She cleaned up all her shit just so she can get the opportunity to be a Streamer U. And when she got to Streamer U, this heifer was complaining like she was the the bottom of the barrel. This chick was averaging 2,000 to 3,000 people watching her a night. And she was saying like, oh, I don't, it's not easy for us lower level streamers to be able to get big, like the agents, like the Kai Sanats, like the extra Emilys, like the Sinners. She sat at a table right next to Sinner. Agent popped up, started talking to fucking Sinner. This bitch was on her phone and in her earbud. When Agent walked away, Sinner looked at her and said, stop doing what you're doing. Do you not see, like, this is what we're talking about? You have an opportunity. Literally, I'm sitting here in front of you. Agent popped up. And instead of you engaging, you went straight to your phone and you stayed in your phone. There are some people that just don't need to be streamers or content creators. I said what I said. I said what I said. This chick has got a huge, no low-level streamer was sitting there getting over 2K people almost a night. And she was talking like she was speaking for the low-level creator. Low-level creators was partnering with each other to try to get shit together. Other creators who was like somewhat mid was trying to reach out for the Phantoms, for the Kai Sanats, whatever. I know some of you guys don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, but some of you guys do know who I'm talking about. And Aisha Sophie, who I think is a bad bitch. Liked her better when she had the braces in, because I like braces. Was complaining. I know some of you ladies are a little pissed off. You're like, Resla, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I know, because you're so used to the small world of the internet as it is. So when I start talking about people that you don't know about, I'm trying to let you know that the world is so much bigger online than you know about. And sometimes I need to feel like I need to broaden your horizons, because you really don't know what's out here. You really don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about, because you're so used to these small riffraff that's going on the internet. And I'm telling you, the world is much larger than you think. It's bigger than your small neck of the woods. It's bigger than your little pond that you like to hang around. The world is so much bigger. And if you're willing to go be an adventurer, you would be surprised. Yeah, I see you, Chaser. This whole see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's why y'all motherfuckers are sitting behind, like, while the rest of the world is literally growing around you.
Wait, what?
Like weeds or like fungus. But you will be overran if you don't fucking turn around and know how to protect yourselves. You will be overran. People like myself, like me, like Kev, like Resto, like, we see enough of the outside world that we're able to protect ourselves because we venture out. But some of you other guys like to stay in your little small little ponds. When you get ambushed, you're not going to be prepared for it because you never went outside of your community. Keeping it a buck. Keeping it a buck. And by the way, to make my point, because a lot of you guys had no idea who this man was, and I knew about him for a while. Y'all find him interesting lately, but I knew about this man for years. Because you need to open up your minds.
Ain't nobody gonna buy that motherfucker.
This 600 pounder, 5 to 600
are,
pounder has been talking shit for a while. I got one more video on this motherfucker. I told myself one more video. because I picked up 3 when I was on his channel, and I did not sub to it. I know some of you guys think, oh, Resla, you must have subbed to his channel. I did not. Little flicker for you. I did not sub to his motherfucking channel. All right. He's got. Did that go up? Is he almost 7K now? Did that go up since the last time I said it? I think that went up. I think he's almost 7K now. I don't think he was almost 7K before when I said it. So now he's almost 7K subscribers. I have not subbed to him. All right, let me see what he said. He's in his fucking closet or walking. He got a walk-in closet. Like, fuck you, man. Like, even I don't have a walk-in closet anyway.
So I was on the couch just now jacking the fuck off, right? And I accidentally placed an order for something that I shouldn't have. I placed an order for another goddamn pocket pussy. Now, if you guys know me or have been following me over the years, I've owned like a shit ton of those goddamn things, you know what I mean? And they last for about like 5, maybe about like 4 to maybe 5 fucking months. That's if you fucking clean them properly. If you don't clean them properly, you know what I mean, and you just fucking bust a mean ass load up in them motherfuckers and don't wash them out in the sink or properly take care of them and shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's going to be a whole bunch of fucking, moldy ass goddamn fucking nut and fucking grass and shit growing and shit all around. Well, not grass, but mold and shit growing inside of them and shit. You go to stick your dick in, nigga, and your motherfucking dick might fucking fall off or catch gangrene. You know what I mean? But anyways, I was in the process of beating my fucking shit on the couch, and I ordered something in the heat of the moment that I shouldn't have. Now I'm going through complete fucking hell to get a hold of customer service to get a goddamn refund. I'm making this video to tell you straight the fuck up, you guys.
This nigga's nasty. In that, I walked all the way across the apartment, touched the other side of the wall, came back. This nigga, I'm hearing my Bluetooth. So that means I walked out this office. I heard my Bluetooth in the kitchen. I heard my Bluetooth as I walked past the bathroom. I heard my Bluetooth as I walked into my bedroom. This motherfucker talked about gangrene, fleshlights, diseases in the span of a minute. This nigga is a toxic Avenger. This nigga is disgusting. I walked across my apartment and back, and he talked about gangrene, diseases like mold and shit. Did he say asbestos? I don't even know. Like, did he say asbestos? No chaser. Like, he said so many egregious things in about a minute. Like, I almost felt myself speed walking on the way back because he already said some crazy ass shit. Oh my God.
Guys, don't do this fucking shit. Listen, man, I encourage everybody to jack off and beat they shit. Everybody got them fucking urges, you know what I mean? But don't order shit in the heat of the moment if you're not, fully committed to this purchase.
Okay, we don't see myself up there anymore. Oh, Heck Speaks drop something though. So disgusting. So motherfucking disgusting. Listen. I think that's gonna be your stream. We're gonna move over to BYON for those who actually decide to stay. Some of you probably already went. Some of you probably already dipped already or whatever. But we'll move on from there and we'll let you cook. If you're on the TikTok side, sorry, you're gonna have to be on the YouTube side in order to be able to understand where we're going for BYON. Same thing for Kick, same thing for Twitch. You're gonna have to be over on the YouTube side to understand where we're going over BYON. If you're not willing to do that, that's cool. It's cool. Continue the rest of your night, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. And we're also gonna be live tomorrow for Saturday socials, so you'll know where we go from there. Deuces, y'all.
Truth is what survives when the language gets stripped away. And most people ain't lost, they just been avoiding what they know to face. Resla is like that quiet thought that don't leave when the room get loud. Resla is like that feeling when the truth lands and your pride sit down. Resla is like a mirror with pressure, no filter, no soft disguise. What people avoid when they swear they self-aware.